Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty interesting news to go and talk about in regards to Sony, where once again, we're kind of still on that big patent train. So as you guys know, typically whenever there's brand new features and brand new updates and basically things that these bigger companies are working towards, we have a chance to go and, well, see the early renditions of what they want to do, how they want to do it, and kind of what could be next when it comes to all these consoles. And this one's kind of a big one. So this is actually in regards now for Sony, and then actually them working to a kind of somewhat brand new game genre that usually is not that consistent when it comes to being on consoles. So I want to go talk about that, bring that up with all of you guys, and as well, I think it's kind of cool news because it's something I myself would utilize. So first and foremost, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for all the Amazon signups. We have the Twitter, we have the Twitch stream, we got the Weebles Target links if you guys want to go check throughout the day and all that good stuff. And as well, I'm doing a little bit of a trip, so keep that in mind too for the channel itself. So, as I mentioned, we've had like a lot of patents all throughout this week. There's been a lot more than expected and a lot more than we've actually been seeing as of recently. And this one is actually kind of cool because this actually would open up a brand new gaming genre that's not usually too utilized when it comes to, well, consoles. So, we're going to talk about this one. I think this has been slowly being worked on when it comes to Xbox too as well. So with this, we now have another brand new patent when it comes over here from Sony for the PlayStation 5. Sony files a new patent for now MMO processing systems for all these consoles. So Sony Interactive Entertainment files a brand new patent for an MMO processing system, alluding to potential MMOs for PlayStation 5. So, as you guys probably know, we don't usually get too many proper MMOs. Like, we haven't had a chance to go and utilize, sorry for the cough, utilize like a lot of various other things, such as, say, Final Fantasy 14. I also know I've seen, I think, like Terra, if you guys are familiar with the MMO scene, but we've never really seen something, like World of Warcraft. We've seen a lot of kind of cross-mixture games, though. Think like, say, Genshin, Impact, think like Destiny, where they're technically MMOs, but not like the more normal, traditional MMO of open world, people are everywhere, stuff like that. We have been slowly seeing that more at the tail end of these console life cycles, though. Like, I've seen Unleashed Unchained, I've seen a few other various games, too, out there. There's a few. So it's kind of cool to actually see that we actually might now see a lot more of this now for the Xbox Series X, but mainly, first of all, the PlayStation 5. Mainly because, too, as well, with better SSDs, does allow for more of a phase through for more characters in open world or bigger landscapes or just, having 10 people in a party, 20 people in a party. But on top of that, too, it also opens up to a lot more normal processing, better graphics, and as well something like the PlayStation controller having a few more optional controls does into a lot more. So, as the online gaming landscape evolves with new ideas, Sony continues to file patents that could shape the future of the company and the PlayStation brand. Now, one patent filed by Sony outlines an MMO processing system, which potentially ties into the company's plans to make more live service games in the years to come. And it's also a very good point, because as you guys have probably had a chance to hear a lot of, when it comes to Jim Ryan, the big boy himself, he basically has kind of come to the conclusion where he wants to go and have a lot of these live service games because they go and churn money. It's a big reason why Sony bought Bungie. They have a chance for the DLCs, they have a chance for the expansions, they have a chance for the micro transactions, and if you guys look at games like, say, still, GTA, Fortnite, those games are perpetually printing money. So if you want to have an online game, well, there's a big reason why games like World of Warcraft still exist, because they print a lot of money. Obviously, it does require a lot of development upkeep and marketing and new features, but most of the time these games are usually pretty profitable. So throughout 2022, Sony reiterated its plans to invest in a live service gaming space with the acquisitions and a wealth of new games in active development. Sony's acquisition of Bungie is a clear sign, as I just mentioned, of bringing talent under the PlayStation Studios umbrella with years of experience in live service games. This past February, Sony confirmed plans to release at least 10 live service games by 2026. So, if they also are working on brand new patents, which we'll show in a second, it kind of does go and put more of the push comes to shove where they are already working on it in the first place. Very cool to see. One of these new live service games will be a new multiplayer game for PlayStation 5 and should be an exclusive by Jade Raymond's Haven Studio. Haven Studio is another major studio acquired by Sony this year. MMOs are the pioneers of modern-day live service gaming, which I would agree on. You have some games like, say, RuneScape back in the day, EverQuest, Guild Wars, World of Warcraft. And like I said, those games, as long as they do have an active player base, they got some good money coming in. Think World of Warcraft still. It's just a lot of free money. So a new patent by Sony details an MMO processing system utilizing various networks, compute units, and the cloud. So you guys can actually see this over here too as well. So according to the patent, computes are assigned to process gaming interactivity between one or two more users in the game world. When the number of users surpasses the predetermined limit of a region, subregions and additional computers are assigned to continue processing interactivity in the game world. So what I'm kind of reading between the lines, it kind of seems like they know PCs are typically better when it comes to just everything. You know, you just have it's just how it is. But they also want to go and be able to fine tune how this works. So it kind of seems like it's essentially utilizing and kind of balancing between whatever would work the best. So thinking, say, like maybe you have a cloud, maybe you have like a lot of, like maybe there's a new event going on, you have a lot more people in an area, maybe you have to utilize more different types of processing to make sure it's working good, or as well to make sure you guys can see the players. We do sometimes see this when it comes to like phasing, if you guys ever played other types of MMOs, or even certain types of games, or like or even like, you know, normal even multiplayer games sometimes, where you just like don't see your friend, and then you just have to get to a certain area, and then you have a chance to see it. Or like sometimes mobs or monsters or bosses or whatever will despawn because you're in like a little section, like a little bubble, to make sure things are good. Or as well, think Destiny, where there's technically different loading areas that are ongoing throughout the entire game. I think, like, you know, if you want to go in a raid or a strike or whatever, it's just different stuff, different people as well. So you can kind of go and see some of the pictures too, where it has all these different types of networks. All it seems like going to one central computing process. So the distributed game engine of a game cloud system. So it's kind of like you get a little bit and piece of everything going on over here, which I could respect. Like I said, you get a little baby bit and piece of everything, so you have a chance to kind of rock stuff on out, which I think is kind of neat. As well, when it comes to patents, it doesn't necessarily always mean it will happen, but it's always a nice sign to see. So the patent outlines the process with a diagram of compute units, networks, and the game cloud system acting as the central compute. As shown in the diagram, each compute unit relays information across a network and into the central compute. This MMO processing system will likely be utilized in a new PlayStation title, since the application of a patent is Sony Interactive Entertainment. In addition, the patent is a potential sign of PlayStation bringing third-party MMOs to its latest platform, and I think that's one of the best ones I would see. Now, I would prefer just playing an MMO on my PC. If I have a chance to go and pick, I'm doing it on my PC. But I'm also a PC gamer, and I have the 3 monitors, you know, I have the setup, I got the, you know, the mechanical keyboards, you know how it is, you know, all that type of stuff, got the headphones, whatever. So for me, I would prefer that, but I do know a lot of you guys out there are mainly just console gamers, you know, run that PS5 or Xbox, and let me know if you guys would want to even have any of these type of MMOs on there. Like I've said before, we have been seeing more of a bigger push for MMOs in general, where we've seen a lot more of them kind of getting a good vibe, doing good sales, having good player bases, and as well, some are on the outdated side, but it does usually still seem like it gets a pretty good player base. So the MMO patent is another indication of new live service experiences coming soon to PlayStation 5. As the installed base of PlayStation 5 grows, it's important for Sony to innovate and bring new games that will define the platform, which I also agree with too as well. And they think they do a very good job on single-player games. They have a very good, efficient way with it. But at the same time, you either need to make new MMOs, which would bring a lot more folks into the PlayStation player base, or as well, sometimes you need to go and import the ones that are already successful. So Sony does appear to be taking the existing and emerging technologies into also considering as well. So it's probably them factoring into the cloud. MMOs such as Final Fantasy XIV and Warframe continue to succeed financially and attract new players. The new MMO genre is proven to succeed on modern consoles. So we've actually already had a chance, you know, to test them out and see them, things like Destiny 2, that's why they bought them, stuff like that. And Sony could reap similar benefits with the well-developed MMO, and I would agree. I would love to see this. And if there was also a pure console MMO, I could actually see that being a very, very, very unique thing that probably also get a lot of attention, a lot of folks checking out the game, and probably a lot of media attention to as well. So kind of cool too on top of that. So give me your thoughts. Is this something you guys would utilize? Do you guys like playing MMOs or play them on your PC yourselves? Leave a comment down below. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, check out the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. Love you guys. Follow. We have the Amazon sign-up links for the invitations, Target links as well to see if stock's up there. Give me your thoughts and comments down below.